Hi, I'm Lindsay from Modern Tribal Mamas and Long Island Breastfeeding, and today I want to talk a little bit about how to treat a milk blister. Okay, so you might hear a milk blister being referred to as a bleb or a nipple blister, and it's basically just a buildup of milk behind some skin. So it might look like a white pimple or yellow or clear type of blister on your nipple or areola, and it's usually painful right in that area. So you'll want to use some warm, wet compresses before each feeding or pumping session to kind of soften the skin. You could also substitute the warm, wet compress for some olive oil on a cotton swab. And again, that's just to soften the skin to kind of entice the milk behind the skin to pop on through. Once it does pop through, it could almost come out looking like a grain of rice or a piece of spaghetti or like toothpaste. It could be very bizarre looking, but as long as it goes through and it heals up, everything should be fine. So while I recommend doing the warm wet compress or olive oil compress before most feedings throughout the day and night, obviously I understand if you don't want to do it every single time. Who wants to get up at 3 in the morning to do that? Try and do it for most feeding or pumping sessions. But in addition to that, you may want to try a saline soak like 3 to 4 times a day, and that you would do before the warm wet compress. So something you could do is you'll take 1 or 2 teaspoons, about 2 teaspoons of Epsom salt, and dissolve it into hot water, just a little bit of hot water, and then add a little bit more warm water to cool it down until you get to about 1 cup. So 2 tablespoons of Epsom salt to 1 cup of warm water, and you can just kind of soak your affected breast or nipple into the soak for a couple minutes, then do the warm wet compress, and then nurse on the affected breast to kind of just entice that skin to open up. If that doesn't work, some moms like to actually literally take their clean fingernail and scrape the skin off of the blister to kind of let everything seep out. You may or may not need to do that. And some people do it. They might take a needle or a pin to kind of pop it. I don't recommend that. That's definitely something if you need to do, you just need to do it under medical supervision. All right, lastly, make sure that you actually treat the affected milk blister after the feeding also. So you're doing all this prep work beforehand, but after the feeding, it would be great if you could take some expressed breast milk and actually rub it onto the bleb to promote healing. That's especially so if the bleb has actually opened up. That milk will help heal things, prevent infection. You can also apply some lanolin or any type of cream that you're, breastfeeding friendly cream that you've been using, and hopefully you're good to go. So stay tuned for more videos and please subscribe to my channel. I hope you found this helpful. Bye.